Let's come into a seated position so we can tune in. We're going to do some Kundalini Yoga tonight. So rub your hands together. You're going to place your thumbs in the middle of your chest. I'm going to sit up really tall, slightly tuck your chin in, and we're going to tune in. We're going to chant the mantra Ong, O-N-G, Ong, Namo, Guru Dev Namo, and it's going to connect us with our higher selves, with our creativity, with the golden chain of teachers, so that way you can connect with any teachers that you need to, and it also helps us create an intention for our practice tonight. So let's sit up really tall. I'm gonna inhale. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Hold the breath, pull the Mula Bandha, look up at the point between the brow. Exhale. Ad Gure Name, Chugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gure Vein Amen. Ad Gure Name, Chugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gure Vein Amen. Ad Gure Name, Chugat Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Gure Vein Amen. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, we're going to start in a standing position. Come into mountain pose. So feet together. Make sure your knees are over your ankles. Your hips are over your knees. You want to slightly tuck your tailbone in. Roll your shoulder blades back and down. So you want to feel the expansion across your chest. Slightly tuck your chin in. Stand up really tall. You want to feel like there's a string being pulled to the top of your head. Hands equal by your sides. This is Tadasana, mountain pose. This activates our first chakra located at the base of the spine. Let's do some forward folds. So inhale, reach up really tall, staying on your heels here, just reaching up, and then come forward. And then inhale, come up. We'll do 10 of these. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. You can stay here, you can come up onto your toes. Inhale up, exhale down. Let's do a couple more. Inhale up. Exhale, come forward. Let's do one more. Inhale up. And then exhale, come back to mountain pose, Tadasana. You also want to evenly distribute the weight in your feet so you can rock forward and back, left and right. Really grounding yourself in your body. Bringing the attention from out of our mind into our body. Okay, let's come to the front of our mat. We are going to do some sun salutations. So this is really important because it's getting so dark so early. We're going to do some sun salutations and move the energy in the body so we can energize ourselves. So bring your hands to your heart. We're going to start with a back bend. So inhale, reach up. Stay here, exhale. So lift through the rib cage. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. So you can come a little bit farther back. Inhale, really stretch. And then exhale, leading with the hips, come forward into our half forward fold. And then the hands come onto the shins, create a really flat back. Roll your shoulder blades onto your back here. The top of the head faces the front of the room, and then inhale, exhale down. Start with the right foot back into a high lunge. Take a couple deep breaths here. And if you haven't activated your breath, really take a deep inhale, push the belly out, exhale. And then bring the left foot back, feet together. Keep your shoulders over your wrists. Keep your butt low, zip your navel in towards your spine. And then your elbows stay by your sides. Come halfway down into chaturanga. Come all the way down. And then your elbows come under the shoulders, coming into Sphinx pose. And we're gently looking up. Roll your shoulder blades onto your back. Breathing into that heart chakra. Take one more inhale. Exhale, come down, push back into downward facing dog. Take some deep breaths here. Pedal your feet left and right. And then look forward, bring the right foot forward. Coming into our high lunge. We're going to add a twist here, so twist to the right. So you can stay here, or if you need to come down to your knee, you can always come down to your knee, looking up at that right hand. You feel the stretch on the outside of that right leg. Feel the stretch and the twist. We're really twisting through your torso. So we're giving our digestive system a really good squeeze. And then come back to center. Then bring the left foot forward. And then slowly come to the top. Your head's going to come up last. Really slow. And then come back to mountain pose. Center yourself. We're going to do that on the other side. Roll your shoulder blades back and down. Slightly tuck your chin in. Slightly tuck your tailbone in. Stand up really tall. Okay, we're going to bring our hands to our heart. We're going to do another back bend. So we're going to inhale, reach up. Stay here, exhale. So we're protecting the low back and we're lifting through the rib cage. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do that one more time. Lift, inhale. Reach back, exhale. Come forward, bending at the hips into our half forward fold. And then place your hands on the shins, pressing into the shins. The top of the head faces the front of the room. Bring your shoulder blades onto your back, just creating a really flat back here. Inhale. Exhale, come down. And then from here, we're going to bring the left foot back into a high lunge. And then bring your right foot back, feet together, coming into plank. Make sure your shoulders are over your wrists. Sip your navel in towards your spine. Then keep your elbows by your sides, come halfway down, chaturanga. Okay, come all the way down. Then let's come into Sphinx pose, elbows under the shoulders. Gently roll your shoulder blades back and down. Inhale. Exhale, gently look up. Breathe into that heart chakra. See if you can again roll those shoulder blades back and down. Breathing a little bit deeper into that heart area. Using the breath to activate that prana, the life force energy. So breathing not only gives us more oxygen, it gives us physical energy. It oxygenates the brain cells in our mind, wakes us up. Oxygenates our red blood cells, which helps everything else in the body work better. So it not only gives us physical energy, but also gives us that subtle energy, that prana, the life force energy. Take some deep breaths, breathe into your heart chakra. And then slowly come down. Let's push back into downward facing dog. So feet hip width apart, hands hip width apart. This time we're going to look up towards our navel. Again, we're driving our heels down towards the mat. You can pedal your feet left and right. Really lengthening the spine here. Visualizing the spine and creating all sorts of space in between every vertebra. Lengthening our spine. Our spine gets compacted all day long from gravity, smushing us down. So imagine your spine lengthening, creating space in between each vertebra. Pedal your feet left and right. And then we're going to bring our left foot forward into our high lunge, add a twist. So twist to the left, you can stay here, or you can come down onto your knee. We're looking up at that left hand, twisting through our rib cage, giving our organs a really good squeeze, activating our digestive system, our detoxification pathways. Bring the arm down and then bring the right foot forward. Slowly roll to the top. Your head is going to come up last. Come back to mountain pose. Feet together, stand up really tall. Okay, let's do some neck rolls. So bring your chin to your chest. We'll do 3 to the left. Just take your time. And then come back to center and do 3 on the other side. Just take your time. Make sure you're breathing. Then when you're finished, come back to mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet together, stand up really tall, hands equal by your sides. Really feel the expansion across your chest. Okay, from here, let's come into downward facing dog. So from downward facing dog, we're going to come into pigeon pose on the right. So bring the right leg across. Take some deep breaths here. So in yoga, we have a breath called the Ujjayi breath, which means victorious. So Ujjayi is the root, which means to conquer or to acquire by conquest. And in English, Ujjayi is known as the psychic breath because of its effects on the mind. It can be done in any position and anywhere. It helps relax the physical body and the mind and develops awareness of the subtle body and psychic sensitivity. So we're going to practice this. So as we're in pigeon pose, just become aware of the natural breathing process and feel the air passing down in your windpipe in your throat. So just breathe normally and just feel the breath in your throat. So take 3 breaths and feeling that breath in your throat region. So now we're going to slightly contract the region at the back of the throat like you do when you swallow. So this creates that like ocean sound or that Darth Vader kind of sound. So we're contracting the back of the throat like when you swallow. So we're inhaling and exhaling through the nose, but there's a partial contraction of the glottis, which produces a light snoring sound. The sound must come from the throat and not forced to come through the nose. Make the inhalation and exhalation long, deep, and controlled. So we're going to do this and we're going to practice the yogic breathing where we inhale, push the belly out, exhale, push the belly in, and we're going to concentrate on the sound. So the sound is really great for bringing our mind to the present moment. So let's come back into downward facing dog. We'll do that on the other side and we'll practice the Ujjayi breath in pigeon pose on the left. So we're in downward dog, stretching that out, and then we'll trade sides. So bring the left leg across. And then practice the Ujjayi breath by slightly contracting the back of your throat, creating that windy snoring sound, and really focus on it coming from the throat and not coming from the nose, and just focus on that breath. And then let's push back into downward facing dog. Really driving the weight into your heels. lengthening your spine, create lots of space in between each of your vertebrae. Pedal your feet left and right. And then come onto your knees, push back into child's pose. Our hands are in prayer pose. Continue your Ujjayi breath. Okay, let's come into a seated position. And we are going to do the Gyan Chakra Kriya. So our index fingers and thumbs are touching and our hands are out in front of us. We're going up and over our head. This is clearing out our arc line, and this is our subconscious thoughts are being kept in our arc line, so that's clearing it out. And this is also affecting how other people see us, because it's clearing out our negative thought forms, and so we're not going to be projecting as many negative thought forms, and so we're going to be glowing because we're going to clear out all of those negative thought forms. So we're going to listen to this, and we're going to chant along. Hold on. Inhale, hold the breath, pull the mula bandha. Exhale, inhale, stretch, pull the mula bandha, look up at that point between the brow. Exhale, inhale, hold the breath, left, right, left, right, left, right. And then exhale. Okay, let's come into child's pose. Take some deep breaths here. That's an 11-minute meditation, and we never do the full thing, so that was the full 11-minute meditation. You did it. And then let's come onto all fours. Let's stretch our shoulder. We'll bring the right arm through. Stretching the right shoulder. And then let's switch sides, bring the left arm through. And let's come back onto all fours, and let's come onto our bellies. We'll bring our head over to the right, our palms face up, and then bring our feet up, and we're going to windshield wiper our feet left and right. And then bring your feet back to center. Bring your head over to the other side. And we're going to come into half locust pose. So we're going to bring our head into a neutral position, and we're going to bring our feet up off the floor, and we're strengthening the low back here. Make sure you continue to take those yogic breaths. And bring your head over to the right, bring your feet down. And bring your head back to a neutral position. This time we're going to bring the shoulders off the mat as well as the feet. So bring the feet up and bring the shoulders up off the mat, bring the head off the mat, and the hands off the mat. Strengthening our low back here. We're not holding our breath, we're breathing. And then bring our feet down, bring your hands down, bring your head over to the left side. And bring your head back to the center. Let's do that one more time. Hands off the mat, feet off the mat. Really point the toes, take some deep breaths here. See if you can come up a little bit higher. And then come down, bring your head over to the right. And then let's push back into child's pose. And then let's come onto all fours. Actually, let's come back into downward facing dog. Driving your heels down towards the mat. We're pushing back through our palms, pushing all the way back into the back of our heels. Taking some deep breaths here. And then we're going to come into pigeon pose on the left. Bring the left foot across, the left leg across. And we're going to practice our ujjayi breaths here. So making that windy breath in the back of the throat.
Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 ram. Har re har 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 re har 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 re har 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 ram. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 ram. Har re har 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 re har 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 re har 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 ram. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 ram. Har re har 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 re har 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 re har 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 ram. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 ram. Har re har 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 re har 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 re har 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 ram. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 ram. Har re har 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 re har 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 re har 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 ram. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 ram. Har re har 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 re har 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 re.
And then let's come back onto all fours. Let's push back into downward facing dog. We'll do that on the other side. So take a stretch here and then bring the right foot across, coming back into downward facing dog, practicing your ujjayi breath.
Har 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 ram. Sa re sa 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 re sa 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 re sa 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 ram. Har re har 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 re har
And then let's come back onto all fours. And then let's come down onto our backs. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock left and right. Give your organs a good massage. And then let's come into Shavasana. Palms face up. Let your feet fall to each side. And then take 5 yogic breaths on your own. So inhale, push the belly out. Exhale, push the belly in. Put one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Notice that your mind has started to wander. Just make note, thinking, and then bring your attention back to the breath. Notice that your mind has become entangled in thoughts again. Just gently make note, thinking, and then just gently come back to the breath without any judging or feelings about it. Just come back to the breath. And gently start to wiggle your fingers and toes. And then bring your arm up over your head and roll over onto your side. And then come up into a seated position. Eyes closed, bring your hands to your heart. We're going to chant Sat Nam 3 times to end our practice tonight. So inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam.